Hello, Living in Boulder vlog. Let's see here. February 23rd, 2019, and Saturday at 6:56 a.m. This is my second take because what happened was I started talking and then I put my Apple AirPods, into their case. And when I put them into the case, it paused my video. It was like, hi, do you want to connect to the phone? And I'm like, no, I'm just putting the AirPods away. So at that point, it paused the video. So now I have to start it again. So yesterday I was working on, I was working all day long, all night long on Aurelian Wall, and I traced I finished putting all of the little images to know what place it was. I think in the morning, actually, I found a new area. I found the frickin' Aurelian Wall on the Trans-Tiberium, on the western side of the Tiber River. For some reason, I never saw it. And I kind of gave up, and I'm glad I saw it because I was going to put it in just cut it through and not see it. So I saw it, and then I had to move, the wall and but that was before I put too many. Yeah, I put a few though, put like 15 or 20 on the old wall before I noticed. I just saw it, and I was like, what's this? Because I was up close. So then I put all the, images around it, and then I did all of the posts, tracing the posts on Polygon, and then I did about 60% of the actual walls on Polygon. So I'll get up tomorrow. I'll finish the walls on Polygon after a couple hours, and then I do the sweep through. I look at it sideways to make sure it's at the right part of the hill of the wall, so that it takes advantage realistically of the contours of the earth. That's the advantage of using it the way that I'm doing it with Polygon instead of how SketchUp does it, because they have their floating above, and you want to take advantage of the earth contour. So yeah, and then to make sure that I have all of the different towers that I need, and as well as and then build the latrines and stuff that I see on there, and as well as I'll touch it up. Oh, and make it the right height as well. Oh, actually, I just did that, but make sure adjust them and make sure them are all good. And then I'm done with the Aurelian Wall. Yay, after 2.5 days. So then I go and I'll trace the aqueducts again. I traced the Aqua Claudius twice already. I pasted images twice already because the first time I was like high or whatever, and I traced the walkway between the Aventine and Palatine Hill, not realizing, like an idiot, even though it wasn't anywhere similar. It has 2 posts on either side instead of just one, and I traced that all the way in before I realized that wasn't the aqueduct. And then I looked and I saw the Aqua Claudius. It was 5 meters by 5 meters, where the posts are 5 meters thick, long. And I put that all the way to the center. But then I realized, then I saw the real, on the map, the plan on the map. For some reason, I didn't think to do it or find it. So then I copied that, and I want to put that on because I compared that with one of the real aqueducts in the picture, and it looked just like it. They were the same, thickness of the pillars. So it's going to be 3 times. But anyway, it's not that much time. It doesn't take that long. I'm just glad I didn't, get farther. So that's what I'll do tomorrow. I'll do that probably the first thing after I'm done with the wall, and then paste that on. And then I'll go and, but I could also make, make it realistic, because the Aqua Claudia up on the Palatine still exists. It's really high, so I'll match it from that. But then I'll trace all of the places of the aqueducts coming into Rome. The Aqua Virgo that goes into the Baths of Agrippa from the north. I looked at the map and saw vaguely where it comes, but then I went to Plattner and Ashby book that's on my website and actually describes exactly where it comes through, in a whole half page or whatever, page full, like it passes over this building and then it passes over that building. So I'm like, oh, awesome. So I can build it from that. So I know exactly where the Claudius goes because I look at the map. It's on the entire map, but that's the only one that's like that. Or you can actually see it. But yeah, anyway, so it'll be awesome when I have all those on there. And I actually build it in 3D to see how it looks. So that'll be in the next week. So yeah, okay, so tomorrow, the first half of the day, probably finishing the Aurelian Wall, or the first third of the day. And then the second part of the day, I'll finish tracing in Aqua Claudius, and then I'll do tracing in the others. So hopefully I could finish tracing in all of the aqueducts, or putting in all of the images to trace off of all the aqueducts in Rome. And then, yeah, and then I could start tracing after that. And yeah, wow. If I could do that, that'd be good. Because then it'd just take another couple days after that to trace all of it. Or a day, yeah, wow. And then I can go back to the regions and the roads. Okay, so that's enough talking. As far as listening, yeah, I was doing Metatron all day yesterday. His talking about his weapons and stuff. And yeah, and a couple of Wikipedia articles about philosophical stuff. So anyways, okay, that's enough talking. I'm going to go to sleep now. Later.